Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Harold here, Figuremania Show. Hope you guys are doing well wherever you are in the world. And in today's video, I'm very happy to be doing this video for you guys. This is the brand new Hiya Toys Stylist series Shimo, and I've spent a few days with this figure doing toy photography, and man, this is an impressive piece to own. And right when I picked this guy up and I took her out of the box, I was super impressed. I hope you guys can see that just just by looking at looking at this video. It's so impressive. It's absolutely beautiful, and at a $60 price point, it's amazing. Just to get this amount of detail in a figure, and the details and the paint apps and stuff for at $60 is just impressive. I think you guys will be very happy, for those of you guys that are picking this figure up. Now, before I want to go any further, I want to give a special shout out and thank you to Hiya Toys for sending me out their this figure for review, and also to Kowkis Toy. Unfortunately, right now it does appear to be sold out on kowkistoy.com if you guys are still interested, but be on the lookout for any notices on restocking this figure, which I'm sure that will happen. All right, now let's take a closer look at this figure, and then we'll do some comparisons, and I'll show you the behind the scenes of my photos and all that good stuff. In terms of the detail in the sculpt, this looks pretty much one-to-one. So I'm pretty sure that Hiya Toys has access to the 3D data, for Shimo, and it definitely shows. This looks pretty much like how Shimo looks in the film, and that's going to be very pleasing for a lot of people who are looking for a Shimo that is one-to-one and at an affordable price. So now, in terms of like the paint app and everything, like this figure is beautiful. I mean, there is an iridescence to this figure. Okay, so I hope you guys can see that in the video, but to the naked eye, it just really pops and stands out. Now, if you compare the promo images to the figure I have in front of me, there are some things that are missing, such as like the streak of blue here on the side, on the side of the neck and on the body and things. But it still doesn't take away from the enjoyment of the figure. Just looking at this figure is an absolute treat. It just looks beautiful, as you guys can see. Let me just adjust the. Okay, just look at all that detail and stuff. So they managed to paint this figure in like an iridescence type paint, but they're still able to retain the presence of detail in the sculpt, which is very impressive. Now, if you guys notice, I mean, this figure is not a straight white. There is like a shade of to the naked eye, there's like a shade of pink. Okay, throughout its body, it looks very it really adds dimension to the figure, and I really like it. It's not like a flat white or anything like that, which is really nice. And let's take a closer look at the details of the spikes. They're not translucent or anything like that, but they do have nice paint apps of blues and like baby blues and things. And giving you guys a closer look at Shimo's face, you can tell like there's just a lot of detail in this sculpt, especially for a non-articulated figure, which is quite impressive. I mean, from the beginning, Hiya Toys' first Stylist figures, the GX, the Godzilla versus Kong figures, there's been a noticeable improvement in terms of the quality of the sculpts for this figure line, which is really nice. Now I'm gonna push the figure back, and I want to show you guys what you get with this figure. You do get this this piece here, okay, which is meant to help with the the balancing of the figure. I mean, as you can see, it can do it on its own, but just a slight touch and you know, it may fall. So just for safekeeping, it's better if you keep this on the like this, and then like it, you know, it's more stable. Let me just bring the figure up closer to you so I can give you guys another look at the details of the figure. Impressive work. Okay, so I hope you guys can see the iridescence on like throughout the figure. So like turning, you know, very nice, absolutely beautiful. And like this gives me hope for the Exquisite basic figure to be, hopefully it'll, in terms of like the details, it'll be this good, or at least close to it, which is incredible. Look at that. And the nails are painted, are well painted and things, and this is you know, accurate color to the film. Okay, so on this side too, I mean, the that blue strip is missing here on my figure. At least on my figure. I don't know if other people will experience that, but again, that it doesn't break the enjoyment for me personally. I still like this figure either way. It's really awesome. Now let's get into some size comparisons. Now, you know, when a figure like this is solicited, like we look at the descriptions of, like, you know, what the figure size is going to be, and like I think we get a little bit too hung up on that. You know, the real test is like once you get the figure in hand. So regardless whether changes were made on Hiya's part or not, the reality is that you know, this figure is probably going to be surprising for a lot of people in terms of the size. So I'm going to bring out the SH Monster Arts version right now, and you guys can take a look. And surprisingly enough, they're pretty much identical in scale. The SH Monster Arts is actually a smidge bigger. You know, it can be like a bit taller because like the, you know, it's got a longer neck and things, but all in all, the scaling is pretty much the same almost. And if you look at like the height of the two spikes over here, you know, the SH Monster Arts version is just a tad taller, but that's it. I mean, it's very comparable. I mean, they're nearly the exact same size. And if you look at the comparisons of the paint app, I mean, yes, I still think that the SH Monster Arts figure is nice, but like clearly the Hiya version is just much nicer. It's got way more depth to it and things. It's got more detail. It's got more variance and things. So this is incredible. You know, $240, $60. I mean, wow, this is quite of you know, I think this is a very big win for Hiya Toys. And for you guys who have been on the fence, you know, wondering which figure to get, I mean, really, that's your own personal choice. Now, I'm just presenting what I have here in front of you, and some of you, a lot of you, I think, are gonna, you know, want this figure over this one, but I'm sure that there will be people out there that still will want this in spite of it. You know, that's your own personal choice, and that's your own personal preference. And you know, everybody's personal choices and preferences should be respected. And that's it for this review, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I know for a lot of you guys, this gives you hope for the Exquisite basic version, and I'm very curious, and I can't wait to see how that figure turns out in hand as well. And you know, that figure is due to be released next. We'll probably start seeing the release probably next week or another 2 weeks. Okay, but all in all, I mean, a strong showing for Hiya Toys. And once again, thank you very much, Hiya Toys, for this opportunity. Also, Kowkis Toys. And guys, please stick around to the end for my toy photography gallery, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.